high five, but do you really remember the year? Well, that kind of information was learned at elementary school. We were taught the dates and names of many people, but we really just forget that things that we memorize. What I consider is the true value of history. It's not learning just that, but comprehending all the changes that have driven the human civilization to its current organization. All the technological, economical, and social political changes. So, there are two dexterous inventions that I think are the most important. First, I will talk about the Neolithic Revolution. In this time, we learn, the humans learn to cultivate their own food. They discovered agriculture. This happened independently in 7 parts of the world. First in Babylonia, but then in China, Central Mexico, United States, Africa, New Guinea, and South America. Then it extended to the rest of the world. This was the first important change because humans previously were only human tribes which dedicated to hunting and gathering, but after this the first city-states were born. So the humans were finally able to live in a society. This first political organization, were mostly allowed the humans to specialize their skills. So many professions were born. Not only were they dedicated to find food, but they were able to create, to develop in more science. They were able to develop the engineerings. First, the handling of metals, bronze, iron, then the writing. They invented writing. First, it was used only to record histories and religious texts, but today we use it to document basically everything of the knowledge. Then many other inventions were developed, but I think the most important after that was in the Industrial Revolution. With the invention of machinery, the jobs and the people was now able to produce more with the same resources. It transitioned from feudalism to the modern capitalism. First, because in feudalism the people were living, their economies were based on the quantity of land they possessed, because with that they would produce food with agriculture, and so with the growth of population they were becoming poorer and poorer because they had less and less land. Actually, with the Spanish flu that killed 30% of Europe population in that age, the next generation were able to live better because they had more land. So this tendency did not change until the Industrial Revolution. There, with the factories created, the people was able to finally produce more and in better quality. The clothes were produced in maize. Also, the agriculture was completely modernized, the use of machinery. The capitalism actually exists previously, but it was more of the mercantile leaders. After this, all the industrial leaders were the ones that led the economies. So today we live thanks to all these innovations the current way we do. And thanks to history we can know how we drive to there. Actually, some analysts tell that we're actually starting a new revolution thanks to the automation and the computer science, robots, because with this we find many similar things with the Industrial Revolution. First, that many people are losing their jobs. During the Industrial Revolution, many people lost their jobs. The artisans were replaced completely by factory workers. Today, it's the same. The factory workers are being replaced by robots. Also, the world is more and more globalized, and we have products of better quality every day. So, the importance of history, it's not about learning dates, names, or memorize stuff. It's more about learning all the processes, why the people made mistakes, and avoid them now in the that we're in the current date. And also, there is no need to memorize things, especially when we have smartphones, where we could just check the Battle of Puebla. Oh, it was on year 1862. Okay, but to understand the process, you really need to analyze all the information and really think about all the stuff that had to be done to lead to our current era and organization. Toastmasters.
Thanks.